News, the world's insane. We must have someone to blame. It's time for Conspiracy Corner. Put on your tinfoil hat with me. Tell me the latest conspiracy. It's time for Conspiracy Corner. There you go.
Excellent.
Like I say, I didn't have one, so I had to kind of make one up. I don't know. It's plausible, I guess, that I think the VP pick will be Susan Rice. And I think we know, I mean, a lot of folks are thinking behind the scenes, Obama's making a lot of calls. And I think it was pretty much understood that Super Tuesday, it was reported, he made a lot of calls to Buttigieg and all these people to get out. We got to go with Biden. We got to, get past Bernie, right? Well, I think what generally happened around the troubles in Libya and Benghazi and everything is when all those riots happened, the administration needed someone to go out and take the heat for that. And Hillary was nowhere to be found. She wasn't going to take the political suicide of going out and basically lying about a bad video causing the unrest rather than the actual shipping of arms to terrorists in Syria that was actually going on there and everything. But so Susan Rice cut a deal essentially, you're going to have my back at some point. I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to lie. I'm going to do whatever the administration needs. And so now Obama essentially starting with a call to Amy a couple of nights ago is making good on that promise.
What was the call? What was the call about?
Well, Amy just dropped out. Amy said we need to have, it has to be, this is also getting at Warren a little bit. Amy dropped out saying he really should pick a black woman vice presidential candidate.
Well, I think that was as a result of all these protests and the fact that, that she didn't, hold the police accountable. I think that really hurt her chances.
You could go that way, but in my conspiracy world, what's happening is this is flowing towards Susan Rice. I mean, I think it's kind of amazing she's even being mentioned. Yeah, and I think she's been mentioned for quite a while now to get people prepped that she's in the running. I think it's that could actually happen, that he basically maneuvers behind the scenes. Now, I still are not even sure if Biden will end up being the candidate.
Yeah,
there's another conspiracy corner thing there. This is
if that's the case, then we definitely don't want her because Susan Rice is president. We know it would just be the neoliberal.
Oh, it would be the neoliberal warmonger paradise. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you have to treat every vice presidential candidate. We're not actually in the conspiracy anymore. This is truth. You have to treat every vice presidential candidate as a presidential candidate. I'm not sure that Kamala Harris has a very difficult prosecutorial district attorney background to live down and be in this current culture to be the VP pick.
I think Susan Rice.
My understanding is that Stacey Abrams also was she police or something? I saw something. I thought there was some kind of prosecutorial background or something like that as well. So maybe Susan Rice, I mean, they don't have anything against warmongers, Susan Rice being a pick, I think actually is possible.
I have a feeling the banks would definitely not mind it.
Oh, yeah. Because of the military-industrial complex?
Yeah, because these wars would not exist if it weren't for the banking system the way that it is.
Well, think how perfect it would be if Susan Rice were president for the neoliberals. Because if you attack President Rice, you're anti-woman and you're anti-black, right? And you're like, we worked so hard to get a woman of color to be president, and now you're attacking her. So it actually works in their favor. To have somebody who's wearing the right mask, but actually supports their agenda.
Okay, I keep saying, to some extent, Trump derangement syndrome is real. I mean, Obama derangement syndrome was real as well, but Trump derangement syndrome is real. I mean, I saw a recent article in the Daily Mail where at one point Biden had said that, we had cages, but we put kids in cages to protect them.
Right.
Yeah, that's real, Daisy. That's real. We maybe put the link in the bottom, you know.
Yeah.
But I
he
mean,
was being interviewed.
they get away. I mean, and I think I said last week. Imagine how many times a day you would hear it if Trump had said that we could shoot protesters in the leg. I mean, Trump derangement syndrome is real, and other people get a pass.
Well, see, that's one of the arguments that I really liked. How, I don't know if you guys saw that Kim Iverson went on Big Talk, Little Talk.
And, well, they're working together, yeah.
Yeah, but she had gone on Big Talk, Little Talk show, and she did like this nice long interview. And one of the things that they talked about was the fact that the problem with, you know, Trump still being president, you know, this next time around, because obviously the argument is that if you have Biden win, then it's just everyone's just going to go back to sleep. It's going to be like, you know, what happened with Obama. The only reason that people care right now is because it's Trump, and everything that he does is put on the you know, on the grand stage, and everything, you know, under the microscope, and everybody is watching everything that he does.
Right.
But with that said, also, the problem is that Trump, whenever Trump is interjected, it's one of those things where if Trump likes it, then it's bad. And if Trump doesn't like it, or he's not for it, then it's good. And so you can't really have any sort of conversation about anything. You can't really bring about any sort of change, because you're too busy just trying to be contradictory to whatever it is that Trump and his people, you know, Trump bad. Everything Trump does is bad, and that's it. And you can't see anything.
Yeah, there is a real problem with the level of insanity of political conversation now because of that, you know. I don't think there would be if Biden got elected, there wouldn't be the same, I don't think, corresponding level of Biden insanity.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so I mean, certainly not on the, you know, corporate media side. It would kind of devolve to the same kind of level of stuff with W, right, where they kind of, you know, didn't really worry about the war stuff so much, but if he said something goofy, that was big news, right?
Yep.
It will be that way with Biden, I would think.
Yep.
Yeah.